The popcorn moment brought to you by Boer. Why did I say it like that? That was weird, right? I didn't just hear it weird. It came out weird, didn't it? I thought so. Boer Remodeling, B-O-O-H-E-R, BoerRemodeling.com. Inside your four walls, Boer Remodeling is the call to make your house look amazing. You want a kitchen that shows off a plate collection, a glassware collection, something special. Why not? Why can't you have cabinets that do that? Lighted, glass, frosted. I don't know what you want, but you do. And that's the point. Boer is there, B-O-O-H-E-R. Boer Remodeling is there to help you get what you want, your ideas made into reality and done right. We're talking about the best materials, the most skilled craftsmen and technicians, ensuring that your new kitchen is everything you want it to be and it lasts. The value is not just in the finishes. The value is in how it is built. Built to last, standing the test of time. The thing that 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you're like, this kitchen is fantastic. I love that we called Boer and got it done. Talk to Boer Remodeling today. They stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee, and they deliver quality work on time with a service-oriented attitude. Boer Remodeling, 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Boer Remodeling, 852-5546, or online at Boer, B-O-O-H-E-R, BoerRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe. Then grab your popcorn because there is more. It pains me to have to bring you a story about Kamala Harris. Yeah, you really thought we were done with that, didn't you? Yeah. Rookies. I get that you were not expecting Kamala Harris to be back in the news.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
But she's on this book tour for her book, 107 Days. And, you know, it's the book where she's saying, well, I would have picked Pete Buttigieg to be my running mate, but too gay. She said it. Insane. I've made myself perfectly clear how little I regard Pete Buttigieg as a politician. But holy cow, he didn't deserve that. It's beyond gross. But she's out there pushing this book. And in this book, she says that the reason she lost the election.
I went into Election Day thinking you were going to win.
Yeah.
So did you.
Yeah, I did.
So, I mean, it was a very tight race, but ultimately, if you have to pin it down to one thing, what was the primary reason, do you think, that you lost?
There are many factors, I think, that played into the outcome of that election.
Starting with my personality, starting with my inability to speak properly, the fact that I'm really not bright, all of these things played a massive effect. That I didn't have any policies, I never saw anything wrong with Joe Biden, that I picked someone like Tim Walz, proving that I have no sense of character or normalcy or decency. I mean, all of these things played an effect, but if you really want to know.
But I think probably one of the biggest in my mind is we just didn't have enough time.
You didn't have enough
time. We didn't have enough time.
Oh, yeah. Well, you didn't.
And, you know, I mean, one of the reasons I wrote the book is this is unprecedented. Think about this.
Yeah.
That there's a race for president of the United States. The current sitting president is running for re-election. 3.5 months from the election, he decides not to run. The sitting vice president then takes the mantle, running against a former president of the United States who had been running for 10 years with 107 days until.
The other reason I wrote the book was for the cash. All of that is absolutely true. You had 107 days. Is that why you lost? Because if I were to ask you about that race, you'll tell me it was close.
The sitting vice president then takes up the mantle, running against a former president of the United States who had been running for 10 years with 107 days to go. It's unprecedented. It was the closest presidential election in the 21st century. And as history writes about that election, I felt very strongly that I wanted to make sure my voice was present in how that election is discussed and covered. It's part of American history, and I want.
The Democratic Party threw out 14.5 million votes of Democrats and gave the nomination to Kamala Harris because they didn't want an open convention because she was going to get her butt kicked because nobody thought she was smart enough or good enough or capable enough or able enough to run for president, never mind be president of the United States. She just doesn't have it. That she rose to be vice president after calling Joe Biden a segregationist in the primaries, to which she never actually got a single vote in any primary, is unbelievable and is just the story of America. This place is amazing. You wanted your voice as part of the conversation? Yes, I agree. You should have your voice as part of the conversation, Kamala Harris. And luckily for us, we have it. Right there, as clear as day. We also have this as part of your voice. The story of why it is you lost. The quote, the reason that you lost is that when you were asked, is there anything you would do differently than Joe Biden? Anything that you would do differently than Joe Biden, you said, nothing comes to mind. Nothing comes to mind. I don't begin to comprehend how that could possibly be said. But you said it. And that was the end. And then you go on The View to sell your book because, after all, I mean, they owe you one. You didn't lose because you only had 107 days. You lost because Americans are not insane. And that's the lesson. And one I'm pretty thankful for. My faith in humanity still exists. Matt Bear has traffic on the fives. Matthew, what's going on?